Okay, well, the last time we talked about the passive habitat selection. Like plants, for example, they don't make active choices about where to grow. They are dispersed by some other agents, like the wind. And if she's around in a suitable habitat, they do well and reproduce. With active habitat selection, an organism is able to physically select where to live and breed. And because the breeding habitat is so important, we expect animal species to develop the preferences for particular types of habitat, places where their offspring have the best chance for survival. So let's look at the effect of the regular characters and example. Our first recap. What do we mean by habitat, Frank? Well, it's basically the place or environment where an organism normally lives and grows. Right. As we discussed, there are some key elements that habitat must contain food bears real world, and it's got to have a right climate and the basis. We also have some in where habitats where some of these fractures are removed, perhaps a habitat destruction. And I just read about the shorebird, the plover. The plover lives by generation and feeds on small shellfish, insects, and plants. It blends in with the sand, so it will camouflage from predator survival, but it raises its way. If there are people or dogs on the beach, the eggs and the fledgling in the nest are very vulnerable. Human development by erosion, the proverb are now threatened species, so conservation is tried to create a new habitat for them. They made artificial beaches and sandbars in areas inaccessible to people and dogs, and the proper populations up quite a bit in these places. Okay, that's an instance of where a habitat is made less suitable, but now what about the case where animal exhibit a clear choice between two suitable habitats? In case like that, does the preference matter? Well, let's look at the blue warbler. Blue warbler is a songbird that lives in the North America. They clearly prefer hardwood forests within shrubs bushes underneath the trees. They actually nest in the shrub, not the trees, so they close to the ground, but these overall nest in the forests that have low shrub density. It's usually the younger warblers that nest to the area because they prefer spots where a lot of shrubs are taken by older, more dominant birds. And the choice of habitat shifts to affect reproductive success because the older more experienced rather who next in the high-density shrub area have significantly more offspring than those in low-density areas, which suggests that the choice of where to nest does have an impact on the number of chicks they have. But preferred environment does already seem to correlate with greater reproductive success. For example, in Europe, a study has been done at black cap warbler, we just call them black caps. The black caps can be found in two different environments. Their preferred habitat is forest near the edge of a stream. However, black caps also live in pine woods away from water. Study has been done on the reproductive success rate for birds in both areas, and results showed surprisingly that the reproductive success was essentially the same in both areas. The preferred and the second choice side. Well, why? It turned out that there were actually 4 times as many bird pairs or couples living in the stream edge habitat compared to the air away from the street, so this stream edge area had a much denser population, which meant more members of the same species competing for resources. When it appeared on the same single will nest in the same place, which role was the suitability of the prime habitat, its preferred habitat. The result of the study suggests that when the number of competitors in the private habitat reaches a certain point, the second-ranked habitat becomes just as successful as the prime habitat, just because there are a few members of the same species living there. So it looks like competition for resources is another important factor in determining if a particular habitat is suitable.